Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This profound wisdom comes from a man who was not just a philosopher, but an emperor. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, reigned over the Roman Empire, influencing the world with his unique contributions to Stoic philosophy. His teachings emphasize the power of the mind and how it can be harnessed for strength and resilience. Aurelius's philosophy enables us to find strength in our minds, a key aspect of which is learning to ignore the past. Born in 121 AD, Marcus Aurelius rose from being the son of a prominent Roman family to become the Emperor of Rome in 161 AD. From his early years, Marcus Aurelius was a keen observer of the world, nurturing a deep-rooted interest in philosophy. This interest was fostered by his tutors, who recognized and nurtured his intellectual prowess. As a youth, Aurelius was drawn to the practicality and discipline of Stoicism, a philosophy that would shape his entire life. His ascension to power was not a quest for dominance or glory, but rather a call to service. He carried the mantle of leadership with grace and humility, guided by his philosophical beliefs. Under his reign, Rome thrived as he prioritized the welfare of his people above personal interests. Yet despite his immense power and influence, Aurelius never lost sight of his humble beginnings and philosophical ideals. He continued to study, learn, and grow, proving that power does not corrupt a disciplined mind. Despite his powerful position, Aurelius remained a humble student of philosophy, using it as his guiding principle. In the spirit of Stoicism, we invite you to engage with this content in a way that contributes to your growth and the growth of others. If you're finding value in this journey through the life and philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, we encourage you to like this video and share it with others who might find it interesting. It's through sharing knowledge that we empower ourselves and those around us. And remember, the rhythm of life is not a solo dance but a communal one. So, let's build this community together. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel for more enlightening content like this. In the following scenes, we'll delve deeper into Stoicism, its principles, and how Aurelius incorporated it into his reign. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "What we do now echoes in eternity." So let's continue this journey and see how the echoes of Aurelius's wisdom can resonate in our lives today. Stoicism, a philosophy Marcus Aurelius adopted, taught him to focus on what he could control and to accept what he couldn't. Originating from ancient Greece, Stoicism is all about understanding the natural order of things and learning to dance with the rhythm of life. It emphasizes the cultivation of virtue and the development of self-control. Stoics believe in maintaining a disciplined control over one's responses to external events. They argue that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can certainly control how we respond. They strive for an unwavering peace of mind, regardless of the circumstances, by practicing indifference to external events. Furthermore, Stoicism places a high value on virtue, the highest good. According to Stoics, virtue is the only thing that is always good, and it should be sought for its own sake. These principles guided Aurelius in his personal life and reign, helping him navigate through challenges with equanimity. A key aspect of Aurelius's philosophy was learning to ignore the past, focusing instead on the present moment. This is not to say that he advocated for forgetting the past entirely, but rather, he encouraged us to not let it dictate our present actions and thoughts. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned philosopher and Roman emperor, held a profound belief that the past should not hold power over the present. He considered past events as learning opportunities, but never as anchors that keep us from moving forward. His philosophy, deeply rooted in Stoicism, emphasized the importance of living in the present, and more importantly, living it well. To Aurelius, the past was a trove of experiences, a book filled with chapters of lessons learned and wisdom gained. But once the page was turned, it was turned forever. He believed that dwelling on past mistakes and regrets only served to rob us of the joy and potential that the present moment holds. Imagine a world where past mistakes do not define us, where regrets are simply echoes of lessons learned. This is the world as seen through the eyes of Marcus Aurelius. He called on us to set aside the weight of the past, to unburden ourselves from the shackles of regret and remorse, and to step boldly into the present, the only place and time where we truly have the power to make a difference. This philosophy, the Aurelius Way, is as empowering as it is liberating. It does not deny the existence of the past, but it teaches us to look at it in a different light. It encourages us to see past events not as chains that bind us, but as stepping stones that prepare us for the journey ahead. The Aurelius Way is a call to action. It invites us to seize the present moment, to embrace it with all its imperfections and unknowns. It reminds us that the past is a part of who we are, but it is not all that we are. And so, as we navigate through the ebb and flow of life, it's important to remember Aurelius's words. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly. In today's fast-paced world, Aurelius's philosophy of ignoring the past can be incredibly liberating. Imagine waking up each day unburdened by yesterday's mistakes or regrets. That's the essence of Aurelius's philosophy. He challenges us to live in the present moment, to focus on what we can control right here, right now. It's an invitation to free ourselves from the weight of the past and to fully engage with the present. So, how do we apply this philosophy in our daily lives? Let's consider a practical example. Say you've had a disagreement with a friend. You've said harsh words, and they've responded in kind. Instead of dwelling on this past event, Aurelius would encourage you to focus on what you can do now. Can you apologize? Can you extend an olive branch? Can you learn from this experience and strive for better communication in the future? By shifting your focus to the present, you're not just ignoring the past, you're transcending it. Another example lies in our personal goals and ambitions. Often we let past failures discourage us from pursuing our dreams. I've tried before, and I failed, we tell ourselves. But Aurelius's philosophy urges us to see each moment as a fresh start, a new opportunity to try again. Instead of being held back by past failures, we can focus on the steps we need to take today to move closer to our goals. This mindset, of focusing on the present and letting go of the past, carries numerous benefits. It allows us to cultivate a sense of inner peace, as we're no longer tormented by past regrets or anxieties. We become more resilient, more adaptable, able to respond to life's challenges with a clear and focused mind. We're also likely to experience increased happiness. By focusing on the present, we're able to fully appreciate and enjoy the moment, rather than being held hostage by the past. In essence, Aurelius's philosophy is not about ignoring the past in a sense of denial or avoidance. It's about acknowledging the past, learning from it, but not allowing it to dictate our present or future actions. It's about understanding that the power to shape our lives lies not in the past, but in the present moment. As we embrace Aurelius's wisdom, we learn to harness the power of our minds, freeing ourselves from the shackles of the past and stepping into a future of our own making. Before we move on, let's take a moment to reflect on the powerful wisdom we've delved into today. Aurelius's philosophy is not just an ancient teaching, it's a timeless way of life that can bring about profound change in our lives. It's about liberating ourselves from the past, embracing the present, and stepping into a future of our own making. And that's a message worth sharing. If you found value in this video, consider sharing it with someone who might also benefit from Aurelius's wisdom. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or a colleague, you never know how this philosophy might impact their life. And remember, by sharing, you're not just spreading knowledge, you're creating a ripple effect of positive change. And if you're enjoying our content and want to dive deeper into the rich world of philosophy, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support enables us to continue creating content that enlightens, inspires, and empowers. Together, we're not just learning about philosophy, we're living it. So, as we continue to explore the philosophy of Aurelius and its relevance in our modern lives, let's not forget that the power to shape our lives lies not in the past, but in the present moment. And the present moment is telling us to interact, share, and be a part of this journey of wisdom and understanding. Stay tuned, stay enlightened, and remember, each moment is a fresh start, a new opportunity to embody Aurelius's wisdom and make a positive impact in our world.